How you doing? I'm going to show you how I make money with virtual real estate. As you can see, this game is called the Megacryptopolis, and it came out sometime last year. In the early development stages, it was not that popular, and I had a friend who introduced it to me. Now, the key thing about this game is that you purchase virtual real estate with Ethereum. You see up here in the upper right corner, Ethereum is what you purchase it. Ethereum is a type of cryptocurrency, as you all heard of Bitcoin. Ethereum is another form of cryptocurrency that allows you to purchase these in-game assets. So, for example, what you see over here, I'm just going to back out a little bit. You're going to see a game that looks very similar to SimCity. And people can go in here, buy a plot of land. You can see, if you zoom in close enough, there's a sold sign on some of the plot of lands. That means someone owns it, but they haven't built something on it yet. And then you're going to see buildings all around it. Now, these are really large mega structures, level 7s most likely, and they all have different functionalities in the game. You, as a person that owns either land or a building, you can even rent, in fact. It's becoming quite intuitive, where in the past, when I first joined the game, it was really very basic and it didn't seem interesting at that time. But as we move along in the current time, there's so much more you can do with the game, where, for example, you see this box up here? That did not exist before. These are resources that you need to, say, build buildings or make certain type of transactions happen. So I'm going to show you how I make money with Megacryptopolis. I have not seen any videos really on YouTube explaining how it's done, and I feel maybe I could be one of the first guys to do it. So I'm a little bit crazy, but I know a friend of mine who's even more crazy than I am. I invested over $5,000 US dollars into this game, and I purchased a district. Now, a district is what you see right here. It's this whole big plot of land, and there's a limited amount of districts that are available. I believe there's less than 50 districts that are available that you can buy. And when they first came out, you don't even know why you're spending that much money on it. I didn't use $5,000. I purchased a certain over $5,000 worth of Ethereum, where I then used Ethereum to purchase the district and some other assets like buildings and people in there so they can operate it. So it looks like a video game. It's a little bit silly, but it's also interesting that you can make money almost every day by generating it from the text. So you see over here in the bottom right, there's 3 tabs: funds, global, local. Now, I don't proclaim myself to be an expert at this, but this is what I am doing at the moment, and I want to share my experiences. The global fund, you get paid out at a certain amount of time. I'm not sure how it's done exactly, but you can see right here, 253 Ethereums. This is generated, I believe, per day. And then depending on how much influence points you have, which is a percentage of the whole community of people who own assets on Megacryptopolis, you get a piece of the action on that. I don't know how it gets paid out exactly, but I do have a spreadsheet that shows a report, which I will show you in a bit. So as you can see, it's all real. Right here, it's something I just got maybe accumulated within like 2 days. And I'll show you the process. I mean, Bobby Jacoby is one of the first, I would say, packages that I purchased that came with a person, and it just happened to be a female named Bobby Jacoby, that I created as my main profile. How do we call that? Anyway, it's my main profile person. I'm going to show you how I withdraw this much amount of Ethereum. Now, when you do this, you're going to need to have something called Metamask. You will see in the upper right corner right here that Metamask is installed as a Chrome extension, and it acts as a digital wallet that your cryptocurrency from right here. You see, this is in the game. I want to transfer that and withdraw that into my wallet, my Ethereum wallet. So the way they do it is they do charge a fee. I mean, they call it a gas fee. So it costs 2 cents to transfer that. Fine, the cost of doing business. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. It does take a moment for this to complete, but I think during this time of the day, it should go relatively fast. And usually, if you look at your wallet again, I'm going to just go ahead and open that. You'll see that it's pending right here. So it's pending for the amount of $5.79. Now, keep in mind that I haven't withdrawn for a few days. So that's what accumulated. And every time I withdraw, it goes into my account, which I could use to buy and sell. So I don't have much in there. I spent all my Ethereum into this game just so I want to accumulate and see how this works. So it takes some time for the transactions to process. It could take sometimes up to a day or a few seconds. So at this moment, I don't really foresee it taking too long. Usually the gas fee is an indicator of how long it may take, and it was pretty cheap at that moment. So going back, I'm going to show you a spreadsheet. So this, let me go back real quick again. This balance here will go to zero because once it completes, and it will go into my Metamask wallet. Okay, so technically you get money every day from this game, and you can withdraw it. So the risk is reduced by doing that. Now I went ahead and I created a report of my transactions. So these are the money that come in from my district, and I only pulled information that's really relative to the income of the district tax. Right? Everything else I just remove just for the clarity of how much I'm making just from district tax alone. Okay, so here it is. This is my spreadsheet on what I did. Now, when I moved it over, they don't have a clear-cut report, which please, Megacryptopolis, I hope you can do this later on, where we can export this to like a CSV, make my life easier, but I pretty much just copied and pasted all this and transferred it over to our Google Sheet, Excel sheet to make this happen. And then even the data was not exactly cleaned up, so I had to do it myself, and in the end, it looked like that. Okay, so you can see I have my dates, the district which I own, district number 130, and then the Ethereum that I earn, not even per day. It seems like per transaction that it comes in, right? So you can see on this one day here, I had how many transactions here, okay? Well, it all totaled up to 0.0422, right, of transactions, and that would equal to how much? Right down here, almost $11 in transactions from one day only from district taxes. It's crazy. All right, for pretty much parking my money here instead of the bank. Okay, so as you can see, I compiled that, and yes, if you might notice the dates are a little bit off. I filtered it, but I didn't do it properly. But that's not that important to me right now. I can always do that later. And another thing is this: I purchased the district sometime, I believe, in October of 2019. But for some reason, the report that I extracted only goes up to 7 right here, and I can't backtrack any further. So there's more money on the table that I do not know about, and I just want to create this video so that I can show to any of you users who are interested in Megacryptopolis and want to learn how to monetize on virtual real estate that this is the numbers that I get as being a district owner. So I think it's quite interesting because parking my money in the bank, I saw numbers like this. For example, this is the compound formula interest. This is the compound interest formula, which I would, on the same amount of time, say 1 year, would only earn $102. You know what? I made a mistake because I did this for the whole year versus where I only, actually, you know what? I did do it right. Yearly return based on daily average. So I did an average. Okay, so this is not even completely accurate. I believe the ETH that I would earn per day would continue to increase in the future as more people join the platform, because the more transactions that occur, say, for example, someone wants to buy real estate in your area, buy your land. If you're a district owner, you get a piece of the action every time. So it's the gift that keeps on giving. And I find it that, especially when they created the Megacryptopolis 3D economy, it has been so much more interesting, especially now that you could create buildings that provide you all these different type of resources, which is another video. So going back to how much I earn on Megacryptopolis per day, I recorded those transactions, and next to it shows, okay, 63 cents, 63.7 cents per day on just income from the district tax. Okay, and they add up every day. That's more than I would earn from a bank that probably you can get 1.85% at the highest. So as you can see, I accumulated all the way down until, oh, that's incorrect, say around February 17, just about. Okay, and we are in February 24th. So I do have some other data I didn't put in there, but it's good enough for me for now. Okay, so on the right, I did a quick snapshot just to show you how much money is made with some math. So approximately the current value of ETH is about $260. And the total amount of ETH earned on this here, keep in mind that I have several months that is not recorded in here since October, is $246. That's almost a full ETH I earned during the time that I just parked my money over here. So I did a per day average of ETH, and it came out to this, which comes out to about $1.03 per day on average. The highest ETH I earned in a day is 0.0667, which is a value of $17 given this current value of ETH. Keep in mind that I do not include my tax income from the global and local, which is additional revenue, which is right here. Let me just pull aside to that. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. This is additional revenue that I get that I don't even know how to properly do it, to tell you the truth. But I press this button, collect. The only reason why I don't do it is I believe there's certain things that I would need. So in terms of like resources, but currently the gas fee is too high. I don't know why. Sometimes when you click on it again, the gas fee becomes a lot cheaper. Let me see by clicking on it again. I clicked on it, but maybe it just takes a while for it to register. Anyway, I clicked on it. Maybe there's a little bit of bug going on, but this is what I normally make from investing into Megacryptopolis. So if you're ever curious about wanting to purchase any type of land or districts, they're right here. You can see I'm District 130, and the marketplace shows you that people are trying to sell it for 52, 53, 69, 70. So I'm right smack in the middle of that. Keep in mind, there's only about 50 districts available. So there's a very limited amount of districts that are available. And you know what? I put an arbitrary number here. I don't foresee anyone buying it just yet, unless some rich cryptocurrency investor, usually someone in their mid 30s, would look into purchasing something like this because they have the money to do that. So if you put the present day value of what, say 50 or like say 70 Ethereum, right? 70 Ethereum, what would that be equal to? Let's just do a quick math. Okay. 70. 70 times, let's say 260 will get you 18,200 for owning a Megacryptopolis district. Crazy, right? Who would have known? In the future, they plan to make some further updates where you could be driving in these cars, looking through the land, and you can actually maybe even be one of the avatars where you could be going around the town and going to the stores and purchasing items, real life items in there. And there might be a virtual component to that, like a virtual reality. You go in there and you're fully immersed. So I can't wait until that day happens. And us district owners, which are very limited, will have all the benefits of doing that because of being a first coming adapter to the game. So I hope that this video has brought some light into investing into virtual real estate, such as Megacryptopolis, which is probably the most popular platform to do that. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm also part of a Discord group chat that is very informative, and I'd like to have you share this with anybody who is interested in this. Okay. Well, thank you very much for watching this video.